Stop. Do not scroll past this moment. Do not let the distraction of the next few seconds steal what is waiting for you here. Take a deep breath. Hold it and release it slowly. You are here because your spirit is heavy. You are here because there are faces floating in your mind right now. Faces of children, faces of loved ones, faces of people you would give your own life to protect. You have been sensing a shift in the atmosphere around them. You have been feeling a distinctive pressure, a specific type of anxiety that wakes you up in the middle of the night. It is the burden of the watchman. And deep down, you know that your hands are not long enough to reach them everywhere they go. You know that your physical strength is not enough to fight the battles they are facing in their minds. That is why you are here. That is why you were pulled to this message. Not by algorithm, but by appointment. We are going to enter a space of high authority. We are going to shift the covering over your household. We are going to speak words that act as shields invisible, but impenetrable around the ones you love. Settle yourself. If you can go to a quiet place. If you are driving, let the silence of the car become a sanctuary. Turn off the noise of the world. We are about to deal with the root of your worry, and we are going to uproot it. I want to speak directly to the fear that has been gripping your heart. I see you. I see the way you look at them when they don't notice. I see the way you scan their eyes, searching for the light that used to be there. I see the way you check your phone, waiting for a text, waiting for a sign that they are safe. There is a storm raging in the culture right now. You feel it. It feels like a flood of confusion, a flood of distraction, a flood of darkness that is trying to seep under the doors of your home and into the minds of your children, your siblings, your spouse. You feel like you are fighting a ghost. You try to talk to them, but the words bounce off. You try to warn them, but they think you are controlling. You try to hold them close, but they pull away. And this pulling away, it hurts you more than anything else. Because you see the danger. You see the traps laid out for them. You see the wrong crowd, the toxic influences, the digital addictions, the silent depression. You have been carrying a secret, terrified thought. What if I lose them? What if the world is too strong? What if my prayers aren't working? You have felt the exhaustion of being the only one spiritually awake in your family. It is lonely. It is heavy. You feel like you are holding up the ceiling of your house with your bare hands, trembling, wondering how long you can last before your arms give out. Let me tell you something. You are not crazy for feeling this weight. You are discerning. You are the chosen one in your lineage for a reason. You are the sensitivity of the family. You feel the danger before it arrives so that you can close the gate. But here is the truth you need to hear right now. Your worry is not their protection. Your anxiety is not their shield. In fact, your fear can sometimes feed the very atmosphere you are trying to clear. We are going to move you from a place of panic to a place of power. We are going to take that heavy burden of fear and we are going to transmute it into a weapon of light. There is an unseen shift happening right now. Listen closely. The enemy, the negativity, the confusion, it has overplayed its hand. You have been looking at the rebellion in your children or the distance in your loved ones, and you have been despairing. But you need to see with spiritual eyes. What is happening is a surfacing. The toxicity is rising to the surface, not to destroy them, but to be skimmed off. There is a divine reversal in motion. The very things that were meant to entrap your children, and the mistakes, the wrong turns, the painful lessons are being hijacked by the divine. There is a divine override on their timeline. You think they are wandering away, but there is an invisible tether connected to their spirit. And who holds the other end of the tether? The prayers you have sown, the tears you have cried, the stand you have taken. You need to understand the power of your position. You are the anchor. Even if they are the ship tossing in the storm, as long as the anchor holds, they cannot be lost at sea. They might drift, they might spin, but they cannot remain lost. The masks are about to fall. The illusions that have captivated your loved ones, the illusion that the world has the answers, the illusion that rebellion is freedom. Those illusions are thinning. They are beginning to feel the emptiness of the things they chased. They are beginning to feel the coldness of the world outside your covering. And this is good. This is necessary, because it is leading them back to the truth. It is leading them back to their own inner authority. Do not judge the process by the chaos of the moment. Construction looks like destruction until the building is finished. Your family is under construction. The divine is building something resilient in them, something that cannot be shaken. You must now step into a new level of maturity. It is time to reframe the struggle. Stop looking at your children or your loved ones as victims of the world. Stop seeing them as weak. When you see them as weak, you project weakness onto them. When you worry helplessly, you are silently agreeing with the enemy's plan for their destruction. Instead, you must see them as they are in the spirit. See them as mighty. See them as wise. See them as protected. Even when their actions scream the opposite, you must hold the vision of their true self. This is the divine reframe. That rebellion, it is simply misdirected leadership. That stubbornness, it is simply unrefined determination. That sensitivity that makes them depressed, it is the gift of empathy that hasn't been mastered yet. The divine is using the delay to forge their armor. If they had an easy life, they would be devoured by the first wolf they met. But because they are walking through fire, they are becoming fireproof. You want to save them from the lesson. But the divine wants them to learn the lesson so they never have to repeat it. Your role is shifting. You are no longer the policeman of your family. You are the priest. You are the high priestess. You are the one who keeps the fire burning on the altar. Your job is to maintain the frequency of the home. Your job is to be so rock solid, so filled with peace, that when they crash and burn out there in the world, they have a lighthouse to come back to. If you are frantic, they have nowhere to land. If you are judging them, they will stay in the dark. But if you are a pillar of grace, if you are a fortress of calm, they will come home. Not just physically, but spiritually. So how do you walk this out? How do you steward this protection? First, you must close the door to fear in your own mind. You cannot protect them from evil if you are partnering with the spirit of fear. Every time the thought comes, what if they get hurt? What if they never change? You must answer it with, it is written. They are sealed. Second, watch your words. Stop speaking their failure. Stop telling your friends how lost your children are. Stop telling your relatives how worried you are about your spouse. Words are containers. When you speak their brokenness, you solidify it. Start speaking their destiny. Speak it in the shower. Speak it in the car. My children are wise. My home is a sanctuary. My loved ones have the spirit of discernment. Prophesy over their dry bones until they rattle with life. Third, establish the boundary of your peace. Your home is not a democracy of energy. It is a kingdom. And in this kingdom, chaos is not allowed to reign. You set the tone. You play the music that brings peace. You speak in the tone that brings calm. You are the thermostat, not the thermometer. Do not simply reflect the temperature of the room. Set it. Do not force your spirituality on them. Do not preach at them. The most powerful sermon is a transformed life. When they see you walking in a supernatural peace despite the chaos of the world, they will get curious. They will want what you have, because your stability is the magnet. Now, I want you to prepare your spirit. We're going to go into the courts of heaven. We are going to pray a prayer of sealing. This is not just words. This is a decree. This is you standing in your authority as the head, as the heart, as the watchman of your bloodline. Relax your shoulders. Unclench your jaw. Open your hands, palms facing up as a sign of receiving and releasing. Visualize your children. Visualize your spouse. Visualize your parents. See them standing in front of you. See a light surrounding them. Let these words become your words. Let your spirit say Amen. Creator of the universe, source of all life and all light. I stand here now as the guardian of this family. I stand here on the firm foundation of my authority. I bring my children, my spouse, my siblings, and my kin before the throne of grace. I plead the blood of protection over them. I draw a circle of divine fire around my household. A circle that no evil can cross. A circle that no malice can breach. A circle that filters out the darkness and lets in only the light. I decree a divine reversal over every plot sent against them. Any trap that has been laid for their feet. Let it be snapped shut before they arrive. Any voice that is whispering lies into their ears. Let it be silenced by the roar of truth. Any influence that is trying to drag them into the shadows, let it be severed right now. I speak clarity into their minds. I command the fog of confusion to lift. I command the spirit of addiction, the spirit of depression, the spirit of anxiety to flee from their presence. You have no place in them. Their bodies are temples. Their minds are sealed. I ask for the release of warring angels to guard their coming and their going. When they are in the car, be the shield. When they are at school, be the wisdom. When they are at work, be the favor. When they are asleep, be the peace. I pray specifically for their discernment. Wake up their intuition. Give them that check in their spirit when something is wrong. Make them allergic to evil. Make them uncomfortable in the presence of toxicity so that they run back to safety. I cover their digital footprint. I cover their relationships. I close every door that I did not open. I break every generational curse that tries to claim them. It stops with me. It stops now. This bloodline is purified. This bloodline is consecrated. I declare that my children shall know who they are. They shall not be beggars for attention. They shall not be slaves to approval. They are kings and queens in training. They are protected by the Most High. Peace be still in this house. Joy return to this house. Laughter echo in these walls again. I trust you with them. I release my grip of fear and I hold them with the open hand of faith. They are yours, God. And because they are yours, they are safe. Or take a deep breath in. Hold it. Let the truth of that prayer settle into your marrow. Exhale. The work is done in the Spirit. The contract is signed. The seal is set. Now your job is to walk in the confidence of that prayer. When the worry tries to knock on your door tomorrow, you point to the sign on the gate that says, "Protected by the Most High." You do not need to fight. You need to stand. You need to trust. You need to shine. Go in peace. Your family's held. It is so.